Parents and the parents of your wife or husband, when that separation came, what did they do? How did you overcome it? This is Dr. Robert Osoro from Romy TV, brings you life, steps in relationship, in mother's life, in mother's marriage. Like my Facebook page, Dr. Robert Osoro and the Romy TV. Go to YouTube, subscribe Romy TV and Dr. Robert Osoro. Go to Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. For us at Romy TV Kenya and at Dr. Robert Osoro. A time you have differed with your partner, either your husband or your wife, then one has gone. You went to their parents' place, but their parents maybe did not listen you or reason you, but your wife or your husband said no. What did you do? How did it end? Follow me in this journey as I bring you the story. A number of times, women, they were created to live and grieve. That's why women can leave their parents and grieve to their husbands. The same way they left their parents, they can leave you again and grieve to other people. Don't think that there is favor they are doing for you or you are doing for them. In this relationship, nobody is doing each other favor, but it is all of you that you are building this foundation called marriage to work for your better, for your children. A number of a time when you stay in a relationship, you will hear either your husband or your wife tells you, that day I will leave, that's when you will suffer. I don't know whether you are suffering or you are surviving or you are saving. What are you going through? But one thing that which I know, before you got your wife, you are living, you are eating, and you are still strong. Before your wife met you, she was eating, living, and still she was strong. The only things that which puts you together is what we call love. Because you came from your parents and she came from her parents, you met in the middle because of love. And or else, if it was not love, you could not go anywhere. And when this love ends, that's why you need to treat love with a special dignity. Because if it ends, there's nothing connects you. It can end, it will end, and it ends. The only thing connects you, if you are privileged to have children, is the children that will connect you. Because remember, when you came and she came, only you sired the children, and these children is what connected to your blood and to her blood. But not this love, because when love ends, there's a gap. But a gap of children always will be not there, because your blood is there. And that is why you need, in a given time that you are ending this relationship, to think about your children. How are you going to affect them emotionally? How are you going to affect them financially before you leave? How are you going to affect them socially, spiritually, psychologically? Those are one of the things that which you need to have in order to understand before you leave. I can only advocate a domestic and violence relationship to end. Not because that relationship lacks money, not because that relationship lacks anything else. Because if a relationship is a toxic relationship where there's torture, there is violence every time, and then either psychologically, physically, this one I can advocate for giving each other time. But if it is not there, you need to sit and sort out your issues. Many ladies have found them, they say, you know, that relationship was not working, this man is not hardworking, but when you married him, you knew. Because that's why we call dating is there, and also engagements and all those things, relationship. Because it is not the hardworking that we make this relationship end. It is not the dating that we make this relationship end. It is the commitment that you will give as a person in this relationship that we make it end or work. Go back, check where you did a mistake, ask for forgiveness, start a new journey. There is no special person outside there. That of your wife you left, that of your husband you left. He or she had her or his weakness, and the other person you will find will always have his or her weakness. It does not mean that this person will be 100%. It is you who you make your wife, your husband, whom you want to be in dating, not in marriage. Because you cannot change someone. Always remember this. No man, no woman that is 100%. And always you will remember this. If you left that relationship because you were sleeping hungry, because there was no money, there was nothing, then you are in the wrong side. You'll get where there's money, there's no peace. You'll get there's no peace, there's money. You get where there's no money, but there's peace. Where there's money, there's no peace. That is how the world is moving. And now, always, you were in this relationship, it ended. Your parents, they were not supportive to come back together. The parents of your partner were not supportive to make it work. That is not the end of the journey. Still, there's a second chance. If the person, her or himself, is not ready, no matter how the parents will involve in it, it will never work. No matter how you work on it, leave it to the hands of the owner. That's God and the person, him or herself. Because you cannot die for something that will not work. You can't go to a patio and then now you are expecting to cry this person who is dead to come alive. No! You will cry because of the emotions. That's what happens with the relationship, and you can pick yourself where you left and move on. Because if you have tried to contact the person, your partner that whom you separated with is not ready to come back, you have tried to contact the parents, the family, they are not ready for that, you have no access, then the access you have is to move forward. When you miss those accesses, does not mean you go to suicide, you kill yourself, or you eliminate yourself. No, it means that this is not the time to go down. It is the time to work well and good and perfect and excellence for yourself. It is the time to do personal grooming in order to make things work that never worked, to correct your mistakes, and to show the other partner also at the same time that you are able to change. I've heard many people say that I left that marriage, I left that husband because this person I cannot get back because they cannot change, he or she cannot change. Who told you? Someone can change if he or she writes, but you cannot change someone. And people resist the change. Don't try to change someone, but show someone a way of changing by changing yourself. Many people who have come to me as a professional counselor and psychologist that I want my husband change. Change before you change someone, and the change in you will make someone change. It is not to change, it is the change in you that will make someone to change. Start now. Change how you do things. Change things you used to do that never used to make him or her happy. Change your ways, and don't say that this person cannot change. You are not God. Don't say that I can't get back because this person I tried and I failed. Maybe it was not the right time for that person to change, but this is the right time for this person to change. I wish you all the best. I invite you to follow me in my YouTube channel, Dr. Robert Osoro, Romy TV, and also go to Facebook, like both pages, Romy TV and Dr. Robert Osoro. Go to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Like, follow at Dr.